Alright, hello again. Thought I'd do another little video on the car. For a while now I've been on about the electronic suspension. I actually thought it was the pump underneath the bonnet, roughly around about here. But I exchanged it for a second-hand one. And the fault was still there. It still wanted to go to its maximum ride height. So it came back all the way around to the right. The only thing it could be is the ride height sensors. Just sitting under there, that little bar going across there, the new ones I've just fitted today. Which is a chow on doing the other one yesterday. But I've also fitted the new airbag as well for the suspension. Today it's only taken us about an hour and a half to do this side. Yesterday I'd say it was such a challenge because I hadn't worked on this section of the car before, so it was a right pain. Here's the old one. But there you go, the rubber deteriorates after a bit of time, and you start letting air out, so you've got to replace them. This one it's actually relatively new, even though it looks knackered and rusted, but I've taken it off and replaced it anyway. It was fitted at a garage 3 years back. So it probably worked, that sensor worked anyway, but I had a full set, so I thought I might as well replace it yet again. So, like I say, the other side's done, there's not much to see. It took us a bloody good while working on it. Don't know, seeing much through there. No mud guards in the way. But the wheel arch was a right pain to work on. But fortunately these studs aren't actually, well, depends where the holes are. Where's the new one? There's a new one I've just put in. But fortunately there isn't many of them to put back in. But they're a right pain in the backside to fit when they don't quite seem to fit the hole in the metal in the top part on the underside. But you've also got to push the plastic up at the same time you're trying to push the clip in, and there's like a little works on this, can't remember the principle, a bit like a nail going in and wedging it in place so that flattens out eventually and pushes these two sides of the clip apart so it doesn't come back out. But anyway, so yeah, I think it took us a whole day yesterday just to do the other side. And there's some locking pins down at the bottom to lock the bottom of the airbag, and two clips at the top. You've got to take this wheel line out because the guys in the videos say, oh, it's easy, just have a feel round and you'll get the clips. Have a feel round, you must be kidding. So yeah, you've got to take that out to get access to the clips at the top. They're not too bad actually, the clips at the top. It's the little bar at the bottom that slides through to secure the bottom of the spring. On the other side I had to trim a little bit off, which is a bit naughty, but it went through. I made sure it still went through the bottom of the spring, well, the airbag anyway, to lock it in place. It just wasn't plain ball. It must have been hitting against the metal on the other side where the pin goes through. But this one, until somebody's already had a game on with that, the way it's, when I pulled it out, it's all bent and knackered. So in the past I'd see someone else has had a tantrum with the pin, but this actually that one went back in all right. That's why it's taken us only about an hour and a half to do this side. The brake calipers, well, last MOT it had them replaced, but the rear ones need doing, the brake pads rather. I was going to replace the whole brake system, but apparently according to the garage I say it's usable still, so I won't bother just yet. But I think that's about the update so far. I could probably film from the top where you have a push pipe connector. Obviously when the compressor compresses the air inside, it just sends it, and valves organise where the air goes into which airbag, and it's got a leveling sensor, so if the car's parked cockeyed at an angle, the sensors will level it out automatically and put enough air in each bag until it's calibrated. But clever stuff. But there we go. Hopefully with the two new ride height sensors at the front, I've got the ones for the back as well. Expensive little units, but never mind. Hopefully I might even make it start on that tyre today actually. It won't keep travelling to its maximum ride height, which is A, using a lot of fuel, B, makes the car awful to drive because you're sitting right up, so the centre of gravity is all over the place. And yeah, it'll obviously as well, for some reason it compresses the airbags to within an inch of the life. So when you're trying to do 20 and you go over a speed hump, it's like you're just bouncing over brick walls. There's this bang, bang, bang. So that'll be much better if it fixes the right height. Sensor problem, it'll sit at its normal height. But there we go for now. That's the update so far. I was going to do an update yesterday, but I completely forgot. But I think I would have been in so much of a rage and a tantrum, it wasn't worth filming yesterday. So anyway, there we go. Ciao for watching. Take care.